first carry for Austin Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
The 26-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them, you're going off it.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. When you look at this Packers defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Daniels. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jordan Phillips busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
To the air goes Daniels. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you could poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Yellow, 43.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Set, ready. Yellow, ready.
Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Here we go. Blue, 32. Claws red. Ready?
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there and have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Second down and 8.
Ready? Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
Ready?
Throwing now is Daniels. And that's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Come on. Yellow. Line. Line. Cut.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Fights him off. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. The Packers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Ready, ready. Red, 38. Hut, hut.
To throw now. Here's Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Spike, 60. Hut, hut.
Throwing. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here we go. Yep.
On first down, it's Lloyd. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Right. Here we go. Here we go.
Love, they go play action now. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And the Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Got it. Here we go, set. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's caught. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Set, ready. 52 Blues. Ready?
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Daniels. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Black, 95. Ready.
Love. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go now. 60 red. Blaster. 6. Set.
Love from the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Packer pressure, and down he goes. John Jenkins. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ready up.
yards on 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Set, hut. Yellow, 43. Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
45, white.
Now Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Daniel Whelan now.
For the Packers.
Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinals.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
60-6.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
52 blaster.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come on, set. Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Lloyd. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here we go. Blue striking. 10 black.
Love looking to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready. Red 38.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready, break. 22. Let's go now. Blue 32.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set. Tito blue. Yellow. 43. Hut, hut.
Love now. He'll go over the middle to lead complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, and he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Set. Hut. Yellow. 22. Set.
Off the play fake, Love. On the move to his left. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Back to throw. Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
60 red. Set.
Looking to throw. Love.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hold the check.
This 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 18 drop.
Back to throw. Daniels fighting through pressure. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Cowboy 80.
The final shot before break. Daniels. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And this is caught. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready? Back to 60.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Third and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Ready, check. Come on. Hit. Bronco 80.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run this one in. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Daniels looking to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Daniels going to try to sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
This is 2nd and 8.
Down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go now. Blue 32. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Love.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taken right around the 44. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
On the jump. Ready? Cougar 19.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To the air goes Daniels. And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
13 yards there at a Washington 1st.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. John Jenkins. His 2nd sack of the night. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
his dress way now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to it. How did each play work? Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
10 cycles. Ready. 45. White. Black chop. Cut.
On play action. Love to throw. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Come on, set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lloyd. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Smash. Red. 38. Red. Cycle. Ready.
Here's Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
60 red. 60 red.
Play fake. Here's Love. Rolling to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and just a couple of inches.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Let's go now. Hut.
Up the middle they go. It's Lloyd. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Blue, 32.
To throw now. Here's Love. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Red, drill, green. 10 black. Set.
Throwing. Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Okay, ready?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
62 points. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A 45-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ready.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now is Daniels. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Down. Black, 95. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. 60 red. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set. Gravity Lions.
To throw is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Center.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now Daniels.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ballgame. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Blue 32, white, white. Set,
Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here we go, set, ready.
Now Love. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go. Black 40.
Love looking to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
33, yellow.
Love. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Daniel Whelan in punt formation for the Packers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Daniels. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again.
Able to find Ertz. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Daniels looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
Fair catch. Signaled for and taken. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
17. Here we go. Here we go. 52 points. Ready?
Now Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
34-yard line.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10.
Red, blue, strike.
Here's Love.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
46-yard line.
Here's first down.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22. Fierce, yellow. Ready.
Now Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, that is incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Another try, second and 10 now.
Ready. 10 claws red. Set up.
Here's Love. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. McManus now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Packers, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis.